Hello, computer internet. Sorry about my last video. I want to say first off, I probably feel like I should probably just delete that video because I was just really whiny, and complaining, and oh poor me, blah blah blah, and it was all just about my just dumb stuff about my channel. Like who cares? I mean, I guess I kind of cared a little bit. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made the video. But honestly, that's not even like so I normally don't like talking about my personal life, and so when I'm on camera, I usually want to what I talk about to be about my channel, and so I was upset about things going on, but I didn't want to talk about the real stuff, so I talked about this other stuff that I guess was kind of bothering me too, but like, fuck it. I'm gonna tell you about what's going on in my life because things are fucking crazy. Things are just wild right now. Everything's happening all at once, and it's insane. So, where do I even start? I guess I could start. A few months back. A few months back, I can start there. How many months was it? Less than 3, because they're not in their 90 days yet, but... Well, definitely... No, it had been more than 3, because... Okay, so... my friends on my channel, you know them, Johnny and Craig. They also happen to be my roommates. And I don't want to shit talk them or anything, but they kind of lost their jobs, and they didn't have jobs for like I want to say 2 months, and I was paying for everything because they were looking for a new job, and you know the virus that's going on right now and everything. So it was difficult, and I'm not mad at them, I'm not blaming them, but it really made things hard for me, being the only guy with money, and now I'm in massive debt because I've been helping them, and again, I'm not blaming them, I'm not mad at them, but like, I spent a lot of money, and I used my credit card, a lot more than I should have, because we all need to eat, and I'm paying for 3 people, me, myself, and me, Craig, and Johnny. Me and myself are one person. You get what I mean. My hair is too long. I like it, the way it looks, but it gets in my face. But anyway, anyway, I get a job at Target, because, before they even lost a job, I lost my job. Well, technically I didn't lose my job. It's complicated. Oh, should I have started there? I worked at Price Chopper for the longest time. Management kind of screwed me over. Don't want to talk too much shit, but I ended up quitting there and getting a job over at the Staples Fulfillment Center, and it was a fine job, and it wasn't bad. But then, oh yeah, you saw I fucking crashed my car. Well, before that, I think I might have caught COVID. I'm recovered now though, but like I had I was really sick, like really sick, couldn't stop coughing, really bad. But no one let me get tested. This was like the early phases of COVID where like there wasn't even a lockdown yet. I was like, I think I have it. I'm not doing well, and everyone's like, yeah, no testing. Sorry, you can't get tested. You're probably fine. Thankfully, Staples was really nice. They gave me paid medical leave, which was extremely nice. I was off for like a month and a half. Finally come back after I'm not sick anymore. You know, mostly. And then, hydroplane crashed my car. So, oh yeah, I also fucked up my back. My back is still fucked up. It's misaligned. It's still misaligned. I was going to the chiropractor, but then, then my friends lost their job, and I couldn't continue going to the chiropractor anymore because I couldn't afford it. So, then, technically I had a job in between that. It was like this factory, plastic factory, and I mean, you only work like 3 or 4 days a week, but they're 12-hour shifts overnight. I couldn't handle it. I just couldn't. It wasn't. I wasn't built for it, and I was like, hey, thank you for giving me this opportunity. I can't do it though. Oh yeah, I never even said why I left Staples. After my crash, my back was fucked up, and I was like, well, obviously can't work, because this is kind of like a physical, you're picking a lot of stuff up, you know? With my back like this, it just ain't gonna work. For some reason I thought this factory would be different. It was still a lot of, but I thought, you know, well, you're just standing in one place. No, it was still like pretty physically intensive, and my back still fucked up. So, so I was out of job for like 2 weeks, maybe a little more. It wasn't nearly as long as it could have been, which I'm grateful for. But you know, during that time, they had jobs and they were all working at the same plastic factory that I was. I won't get into details, but they ended up losing their job, and I had gotten the job at Target, and I was supporting the three of us just off of my own paycheck. So, but in the meantime, while they were like, you know, jobless, I was paying for their food and whatnot, but I couldn't pay for their rent as well. So I think I maybe paid for their at least one of their rents one time because they were gonna get kicked out otherwise. And I was like, okay, but you're gonna have to pay me back. And they still haven't done that yet. But, you know, not trying to trash talk anyone or anything, but I'm just explaining the situation. Not getting emotions involved anyway. So, fuck. So anyway, I helped them get this job at Target. So we all three work at Target now, which is great. $50 an hour, and it's a job just like I had at Price Chopper. I'm doing the same thing at Price Chopper. I love my job at Price Chopper, and I'm doing the same thing basically, but I do it at 15 instead of fucking 9 or whatever I was making before. I think I was actually up to 12 by the time I left, but still, you start at 9, Target you start at 15, and I'm only gonna go up, right? Like I'm gonna get raises as I work here longer, just like Price Chopper. So, you know, once I have like a year under my belt, who knows how much I'll be making then. Probably just like, probably not like that much more, maybe like 50 cents, but still, it's more, I'm gonna I'm at 15, and I'm gonna keep making more, and it's great. I'm rambling a lot, sorry, I'm hyper right now, because, oh, jeez, things that have happened recently, but I have to like get through the stuff that happened before I can even get to that, so, anyway, so that, you know, they're behind on rent, I'm in debt, you know, things haven't been going well, you know, we are just kind of living at a friend's house technically, you know, so we don't have like official lease or official like time we're supposed to like pay or anything, but, you know, we're definitely supposed to keep on top of it. Thankfully, he's like been more tolerant than maybe like an official landlord would be, but still, long story short, he's had enough. You know, they are slowly catching back up, but it's too little too late. We're all being kicked out, me included, even though I've been pretty faithful, but, you know, technically, you know, it's not my fault. He even said, like, it was just an unfortunate circumstance that I also have to get kicked out as well, but I'm talking quietly because he's, like, in the next room, so I don't want him to, like, come in and be like, hey, are you talking shit about me? You get what I mean. I have a month to leave. We all do, and that's really stressful because I'm in debt. I am in debt. Okay, like I have 900 on my credit card. The new car that I have, because my other car got totaled when I hydroplaned, I owe my Aunt Julie like 2,000 for that. Thankfully, you know, because it's my aunt, she's being extremely patient. But still, that's the money I owe. I also owe other friends that graciously had let me borrow money that I need to pay back. So, I'm really stressed because, like, how am I going to get the money to move out if I'm in debt? I mean, obviously, the friends and my aunt, you know, they're patient with me, but the credit card bill, that is dropping my credit. My credit was good. Technically, it's still good. Well, okay, when I say good, it's fair now. You know, the scale, it was good, and now it's fair. I want it back to good. You know what I mean? But as long as I still have that much credit debt, it's it's going down. And so I need to clear that, like, as soon as possible. But now I need to save money because I need to find a new place to live. So, sorry, I'm probably acting crazy right now, but I am, like, so stressed. You don't even know. So, if that weren't enough, so we're saving money, right? We're saving money. I'm not paying my debts if I don't have to. You know, like I think my, I think the minimum I can pay on my credit card is $25 a month. So I'm just doing that. Normally I would like try to take chunks at a time. Like if I have like 300, I'll just throw 200. Just so like I can survive off of 100 just as long as I'm getting my credit card debt down. But I can't do that. I'm just having to pay the minimum of 25 because everything else I have needs to go to moving out. But on top of that, right? On top of that, one car breaks down, right? My roommate's car, Craig and Johnny, they kind of share it. It breaks down, starter won't catch, problem with the starter, we have to buy a new starter. Already, like, great, that's more money we have to spend that we can't afford to spend, but we have to because we need both cars. So, on my way to work the other day, my tire blew out, so I have to buy a new tire. That's more money that I have to spend that I can't afford to spend, but I need to because I need a car if I want to keep my job. We both need cars if we want to keep our jobs, and we need to keep our jobs if we want to stay out of debt and find a new place to live because we're being kicked out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, this is like an unofficial way of saying it. We used to have like these skits before, because Craig has left many times before. Remember what that skit I did when Craig goes to college? I'm pretty sure I called the video. We aren't going to be able to do a skit this time because everything's just too chaotic right now. But, and it's really important because it's like more of a permanent thing too. He has decided to move in with his mom in Vegas, completely across the country. Like, we're in Missouri, that's in Nevada. We'll still keep in touch with him, obviously, but, like, he will no longer be here. And that's pretty big. He has been basically my best friend for 10 years. It's actually almost 10 years, because we met on my birthday when I was 16. And I turned 26 this year. And he won't be there for it. We almost did a full 10 years. We're missing it just by that much, because my birthday is in December, and he's leaving Thanksgiving Day. Oh, I didn't even mention this part. You want to know the most fucked up thing? You want to know the official day that we need to be out? December 11th. Do you know what December 11th is? That's my birthday. I'm literally being kicked out on my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. Find a new place to live. Wow. But regardless, Craig's leaving. Going to Nevada, Vegas, be with his mom. Cause I won't get into all the details there, but so that's everything is happening all at once. I got that thing. I'm gonna check it real quick. It's probably unprofessional. Okay, nothing important. Sorry. This whole video is unprofessional. My entire channel is unprofessional. Why do I care about professionalism? Whatever. I'm just weird. So, we found a place today that might accept us. Oh, right, because everywhere we go, we need some kind of rental history. And guess what? The only place I've ever rented, is here. And they don't count friends and family. And this is technically a friend, because we didn't sign an official lease. There's no official contract. We've just been renting these rooms out of our friend's house. And now he's not letting us do that anymore. And there's no official documentation saying that we lived here. So, no rental history. So, a lot of places, they require rental history, and we don't have any. Or they require, if they don't, Usually, if we don't read the say they require a cosigner, but we don't know anyone who's willing to cosign for us. We don't know anyone who's willing to cosign this for us. So, and we need it to be relatively cheap, because, yeah, 15 hours is a lot for us, but we also need to get out of fucking debt. Like, once we're out of debt, it's smooth sailing. But until then, so we have to keep things cheap. Oh, and we have cats. We have 2 cats, Eagle and Midnight. You know our cats? You know our cats? Some places have absurd, completely absurd pet fees. Like, the one place we looked at requires 400 cat deposit per pet deposit per pet. So for our 2 cats, that's $800. $800 just for the cats. What the fuck? So but we found a place. We found a place that might take us. It's gonna be me, Donnie, and Milo, because Craig is moving to Vegas. So we needed another 3rd person. Well, I think we don't need a 3rd person, but it'll make it cheaper, and Milo needs a new place anyway. I won't get into his personal business, but he needs a new place anyway. So we figure, why not stick together? 3 of us, cheap. We found a place. But I guess I need to go into Milo's thing a little bit, because that's another whole. He needs to get his car, because his mom confiscated his car because they got into a huge fucking altercation. A heated argument, and his mom just kicked him out. And his mom was like, "Hey, your car? I paid for that car. It's my car. Hey, your laptop? I paid for that laptop. It's my laptop. Hey, your phone? I paid for your phone. That's my phone." Just kicked him to the curb with nothing. Literally nothing. And he's just been having to couch surf. He eventually begged his mom for the phone at the very least, so he could find a job. Because without his car, of course, he couldn't keep his job. So, to at least find a job and a place to live, so he has at least his car, or at least his phone. But apparently, his mom, it's been a few months since then, his mom is kind of, I guess, more willing to, I don't even know what's going on, but basically he's able to get his car and laptop back, which is great, but he just doesn't have it right now, and we need to get it before we move in. By the way, if we're putting in the applications tomorrow. I don't know what I'm even waving at, there's nothing there. We're putting in the applications tomorrow, and if we get approved, we move in December 1st. But there's a lot of information. The car, we need the license plate number, but the car is currently in the Target parking lot because it broke down while they were at work. And Milo doesn't know what his car license plate number is because it says mom's, which is 2 hours away from here, by the way. So it's not like we can just drive to his mom's house, because that's 2 hours away. Who has time to go 2 hours away? Because that's 4 hours in total. 2 hours there, 2 hours back. What the fuck? So, but we're gonna have to get it eventually. So, what else? What else? There's been a lot. I know that I missed something. Oh, you know what else I missed? Okay, I know what I missed. I cut off my parents. But unfortunately, I couldn't cut it off forever. So, fuck it. I'm already going all off anyway. Political. Usually I don't try to get political, and we kind of do anyway. But, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm just going all in. Fuck Trump. Fuck Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Okay? Now that that's clear, I told my parents, if they vote for Trump again, I'm not ever going to talk to them. Because, no. This guy is a literal monster. You tell me, because they're a single issue voter. That's all it is. They only care that they make abortion illegal. And I'm not even going to get into that. Because that's just a whole nother can of worms. But that's all they care about. They don't care about all the other people dying. As long as, the fetuses survive, I guess. The people at the border, people from COVID, who, fuck them, I guess. The Democrats are the party of murder, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck? Have you seen what's been going on? Anyway, I told him that I vote for Trump or God. I can forgive 2016. I can forgive that because, you know, we didn't know how bad it was going to be. Yeah. But I can't forgive a second time. And guess what? They did it a second time. They did it a second time. So I'm like, bye. I'm cutting you off. You may be my family. And sure, you've been good to me, but you are inadvertently hurting a lot of other people. And I can't jive with that, you know? I can't associate with people who would do that. And you call yourselves Christians, you know, you turn a blind eye to all this wickedness, and you think you're, you know what, if you want to debate me in politics in the comments, go ahead, you're just helping the algorithm. Go ahead, give me comments, I will welcome all comments, because that's more engagement, and that helps my channel, so feel free to debate me in the comments about all that, but you know, if anyone's even watching this, people probably aren't even watching this. I am completely unhinged right now. I fully recognize this. But I have a lot going on, and I'm like this close to snapping. If I haven't already. Maybe I have. Maybe this is me snapping. I don't know. This is me at least venting all my frustrations right now. But anyway, I cut off my parents, right? That lasted for a good, like, I don't know, 2 weeks. And then all this shit started happening. I mean, if it was just the house stuff, matter of fact, I would have been fine. You know, like, hey, I'm moving, and they don't even know where I'm going. So if they try to, like, knock on my door, you know, like, try to confront me about, you know, oh, the Bible says you have to forgive, or God won't forgive you, so you have to forgive us. Some kind of bullshit like that. I could just be like, I'm not here anymore. You knock on the door, Carl answers, like, oh, I don't know where he went, because I wasn't going to call Carl either. So, anyway, regardless, this was a car though. Literally both cars out of commission right now. I'm like, I guess I have to uncut off my parents and ask for help. So that's what I did. I'm borrowing my dad's car right now. I'm trying to get my tire fixed. But you know, so much for that plan of cutting off my parents. Whatever, I guess. It's fine. Not just my parents either, my sister. Actually, my sister too, and actually my sister might even be worse than my parents. Whew, that's a whole nother topic, but oof, my sister, oof. You know, you want to talk religious nut jobs. And listen, I'm not bashing all Christians. Matter of fact, I think I might even consider myself still a Christian. I think. I don't know. I don't know, man. I want to believe that there's some higher power, but I want to believe that they're, you know, a loving God, you know, that, you know, if you actually read the Bible and all the things that Jesus taught, everything that's going on right now with evangelicals completely flies in the face of all that, and yet they somehow think that, oh, this is the one that God's anointed, even though he's a complete, total piece of shit. I don't get it. I don't get it. I was taught, you know, my parents taught me to love everybody, and that's what I try to do. I try to love everybody. I try to help everybody. I'm a very, you know, I have a very helpful nature. That's why I've gotten myself into so much trouble. It's because I just want to help people, you know? And it's led to me being used and manipulated in the past, and I need to recognize that. You know, I need to set boundaries for myself, and that's something I've been trying to do. But still, like, I just have a loving soul, and that's what I've been taught. My parents taught me that, and yet, and yet they don't see the hypocrisy. I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. But regardless, I just want love and kindness. You know, I want to exude that, but I can't with my parents anymore. They're not just my parents either, my sister too, but they're hypocrites. That's all there is to it. I can't. I used to try to be like, oh, well, you know, yeah, some of the things they think are, you know, kind of backwards, but, you know, at least they're good people, they help people. I like people who help people. I'm a person that helps people, you know, they're kind, they always help me. But they can't see beyond themselves. They can't, like, they just, they're so stupid. They're just really, really dumb. I'm not even kidding. They're just so dumb. They're so stupid. They don't, like, everything's black and white for them. There's no gray. But things are always gray. Okay, sorry. Big tangent, big tangent. I'm just getting it all out. You'll have to forgive me, but I've been holding a lot in. I've been holding a lot in. And I feel like I'm going to go crazy, because, oh, everything's happening all at once. The moving out, the car issues, cutting off parents, you know, the election happened. And just everything in my life is total chaos, and I am kind of freaking out. And that's kind of why I haven't been able to make videos lately. I said in the comments I was probably going to take a break, but this is me officially saying I need to take a break. Because there is so much going on in my life right now. There is so much going on. And I don't know what I'm going to do. If I can be completely honest with you, I really want to just die. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. I want it to just end. But I actually don't. I'm actually terrified of death. I don't want that at all. It's very conflicting, you know, because I just want things to be better. I don't want to live this life anymore. Okay, does that make sense? Like, I guess I don't really want to die, but I don't want to live this life anymore. I'm trying to make everything be better. I was like, oh, I can work at Target now, 15 hours, you know, more money. Surely that will help me make my life. But I was less stressed. And it's not because, like a price chopper, because weirdly, I was making less money, and it's not because I was like making less money, but it's because like things were, I guess, simpler back then. That I was like, you know, like I was still living paycheck to paycheck though. Like it was not a good experience. And I mean, I'm still living paycheck to paycheck, but it's because now I'm in debt. But regardless, I wasn't in debt back then. You know, I was living paycheck to paycheck, and I was like, I want to make more money. And that's like another reason I left Price Chopper. Not just because of management. That was a big factor, but not just because of management. I was like, I just want to make more money. I'm sick of living paycheck to paycheck, you know. So, but now I'm making more money, but everything's going to shit. And I actually don't have any of this money that I'm making because everything needs to go towards doing something. Whether it's moving out, whether it's fixing the cars, whether it's helping my friends who get themselves into situations that I have to then get them out of because I'm just that good of a person, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn. But I don't really feel that appreciated either. I feel like I do so much, and what do I get for it? I'm distressed, I'm in debt, again, I'm not trying to blame them. I'm not mad at them. But holy fuck. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this. But I need to. It's like, because at this point, right, I've looked into getting maybe like a one-bedroom or a studio apartment, you know, just living by myself, but I can't, because they're all like $600 a month. Or more. There's like some that are like 800, and for one person, like, I can't even if it was 15, like, that's most of my paycheck. And I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck anymore. That was the whole reason I wanted to get a higher paying job. So, I can't really afford, well, I guess I technically can, but I really don't want to live paycheck to paycheck anymore. So, I'm moving out with more roommates, and it should be cheaper, but I really, really, really hope that I don't get put into another situation. Because I can't. I literally can't afford it. I can't. And not just in a financial sense, just mentally as well. Like, I've been put through the fucking ringer time and time again. I don't want to start drama or anything, but like, there's been so many ups and downs with all of my friends. And you know, when someone said, you know, someone told me, you know, like, hey, being friends with a person is one thing, but living with them is completely different. You know, it's like, I don't know, I mean, but now I totally get it. I totally get it now. It's not that they're bad people, but like, sometimes it is just really hard. Just like really hard to live with people, and I don't obviously, I still love my friends. I still love them despite everything we've been through. They're like family to me. But it's really hard sometimes. And I don't always feel the most appreciated despite everything that I do. Despite all the things that I've done, you know, all the sacrifices that I've made, and I might be getting too personal now. I should probably tone it back a bit. I'm going through a lot right now. And I'm sure you can probably tell. This video is completely unhinged. I should probably delete this and not upload it. But I probably will upload it because I'm a madman. And I don't know, I feel like this would be wasted content otherwise. Well, it's not like I'm putting any effort in this. I'm just sitting and I'm just talking. I'm just vocally vomiting everything out. I could use the excuse, oh, my viewers deserve no. What fucking viewers? Oh, jeez, I don't want to get, okay. But now I'm getting back into that whole thing of being ungrateful, I guess, and being whining about my viewership and blah, 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 and no one fucking cares. I'm just being some dumb asshole on the internet who's like, oh, why are people giving me more views? And I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. That's pathetic. That's, you know? Who am I? I'm just some guy. I'm nobody. Yeah, I don't think I deserve more views. I mean, I wish I had more, but, like, do I deserve them? No. No, who am I kidding myself? Who am I kidding myself? I don't put any effort in my videos. I just sit down and I play and I talk. That's all I do. That's all I do. Why would I think that I deserve anything more than that? I don't even edit. And I've made excuse after excuse, you know, I don't have time, I don't have the energy, and while those are true, you know, still, the fact that I don't, you know, like, you put out, you get out what you put in, right? And, to be honest, as much as I try to say that I'm trying, you know, am I? Am I, though? Like, how much effort am I really putting into this stuff? I sit down and I talk in front of a camera while I play a video game, usually with friends. And that's about it. We don't put any more thought or effort into that than just that. You know, I put a lot of effort into, like, crediting artists that do art for me, that I pay them for. But, I mean, that's just paying someone to do art for you and then putting their name at the end, which you should do anyway. Do I deserve praise for that? No. No, that's what you should do anyway. So what's my problem? I don't know. Is it just literally because I have all this other stuff going on and it's just compacting into itself? Or am I just a dumbass? I don't know. I don't know. But I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy who whines. And I mean, I kind of already am. I'm already past that point because I put out that last video, which I probably should delete, but I'm probably not going to. You know, probably what I'll do is I'll leave it up for prosperity's sake, right? And say I come back to my channel sometime in the future, and I actually start putting like actual effort into it, and maybe something comes out of it, and then I can look back and go like, look what a loser I used to be. Oh man, can you believe I used to be this pathetic and just make a video of me complaining about not getting views? Jeez, you know? Can you believe I used to be that guy? Ugh, cringe, you know? Maybe someday that'll happen, maybe. I feel a lot better now that I got it all out. I feel a lot better. But I'm still really super stressed about what's happening right now, about the future, about everything. Because I still don't really know what I'm going to do if this doesn't work out. I can't go back to my parents. And then, like, you know, I couldn't go back to my parents because before I was cutting them off. But even with them uncut off, I still can't go back to them. They don't have the room for me. So, I mean, you know, either I swim or I sink. Pretty much, you know, either I succeed or I fail. And that's the point where I'm at right now, you know. And I hope that I succeed, because failing means homelessness, and I'd really rather not be homeless, but that just, it might happen. It's a definite possibility right now, and that terrifies me. That, yeah, that's, but we were applying for a place tomorrow, and it looks promising. So hopefully we get it, and I'll be in a new place by December 1st, and things will work out, and I won't have to worry about anything. I can slowly dig myself out of debt, which I was hoping I could do after my roommates got jobs again. I was hoping I could use that, now that they get paid for their own food and whatnot. They'd be starting to pay me back for everything I've done for them too, which, they haven't been doing because they have their own shit, and I know they need to take care of themselves first. I tell them they have to take care of themselves first, because obviously they have to take care of themselves first. But I would like to have that money. But now this is happening, and obviously now no one can pay me back. I can't work myself out of debt. They can't pay me back because everyone's being kicked out. So it's pretty much every man for himself, and I just ate the money. I just ate it, and I'm not trying to sound greedy, but holy fuck, holy fuck, I put a lot of money, and it's just gone, and now I'm in debt, and I'm being kicked out. I thought I said I was feeling better. I guess I just brought my mood back down. I should probably not do that. This is just ramblings of a madman. I'm sorry. Well, let's go on YouTube. Who am I kidding? I'm gonna upload this. I upload everything. Well, that's not true. I haven't uploaded Halo. I didn't upload. I don't upload things that I think aren't, if things aren't working out, I usually won't upload it. But I usually upload most things. Like, even if they're boring or something, if we put, like, I say effort, but I mean, if we took the time to record all the way through, I usually will go through uploading it. But if it's like 2 or 3 episodes in and we're like, I'm not really feeling this, we usually don't upload those, because there's like no content. But there's usually not content anyway, so why does that even matter? Sorry, I shouldn't think like that. I'm being really down on myself, and I need to stop doing that. I need to stop doing that. I'm not in a good place right now, as you could probably tell. I'm not okay. But I'm going to keep trying. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna find a place to live. I'm gonna fix both cars. And I'm gonna work things out. I'm going to continue YouTube eventually, because I told myself if I just don't give up, I'll get there eventually. And I don't want to be a quitter. I was a complainer for a little bit there. Maybe I still am. And that needs to stop too. I'm recognizing my own flaws. I'm trying to do better. I will keep trying. I won't be on YouTube for a while. I'll come back eventually. I think. I hope. Probably. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I mean, if I were to give up YouTube, now would be the time, right? When my life is in chaos, and like now would be the time. But maybe once things get more stable again, I'll pick it back up, because I told myself that I would keep going, and I should keep that promise to myself, shouldn't I? So, yeah. Sorry for this video. If you watched it all the way through, I commend you. That must have been surely something to sit through. Thanks for watching. Uh, if you watched all the way through, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you, because was gonna say I don't have a lot of people who do that. Oh, I don't have that many people who watch me. What? I need to stop doing that. I need to stop doing that. I don't know if I have anything else to say. I think I pretty much cover everything. So, I guess if you like my videos, please subscribe. That's a. I shouldn't put that on this video. Oof. Telling me to subscribe on this unhinged video? Ooh, cringe. Alright. I'll see you when I see you.